Welcome students. Today I am going to discuss, Welcome students. Myself Dr. Shanmugam. Today I am going to discuss about the customer centric. So before going to the customer centric, I want to discuss certain things about the customer centric. So if any business, either it may be the manufacturing industries or it may be the service industries, everything purely focused towards the customer. The motive is profit maximization. But the thing is, it reaches to the customer if they are satisfied the customer, the satisfied customers only generate revenues, spread the newses to get more customers, then only the organization is more successful in their business. So a new paradigm for customer centric organization. The most important part of developing a customer centric supply chain is to start from the end customer perspective. That's what we mean by from the outside in. So nowadays the organization is focusing towards the customer perspectives. So who are the customers? Who are the target customers? Who are the target audience? And then what they prefers, what their choices, what their expectations, and then how to satisfy. So these are the questions are arising about the customer perspectives from the manufacturer sides or from the services sides. So the end customer they can refer as from the outside in. The outside is how your products and services appear to and interact with your end customer, the price, availability, quality, purpose, features, and more. For example, the end customer. What are the features when they are purchasing a product? They will be looking for that. Let's see, the price is the ultimate for the customer side. Second is availability. The third is quality. The fourth is purpose. The fifth is features and more. The other things are there. Innovativeness, something. The inside is the various policies and process you need to in your supply chain to deliver on that customer profits. The The inside is the various policies and process you need in your supply chain to deliver on that promise and create powerful positive experience for your customer. What the brand promises, what the product promises, what the brand says about the quality, about the features, about the benefits. It has to fulfill 100%. Once it was fulfilled, then they will be success in their business. So the policies and procedures and process by the manufacturers, what they delivered, that is comes under the inside. From the customer, the end customer comes under the outside. So we should know two things in this customer centric. One is from the outside and the second is in. From the outside, from the customer point of view, from the in is from the manufacturer's point of view. Customer centric. What realistic benefits do you expect to get from moving to a customer centric supply chain model? So once the organization will be going for the customer centric model, the first question is expectations. The second, what are your projections for time, resources, funding required to re-engineering your supply chain towards customer centricity? So earlier what happened, the Flipkart only doing the other business. On seeing the Amazon having a pantry, now Flipkart also started the pantry. So this is the way when we compare about the Amazon and Flipkart. In India, Flipkart will be the number one compared to the Amazon. Then ultimately what happened? They never enter into the field of provisions, groceries. Now they started groceries also. So this is the way how they are projecting on time, resources, funding towards the customer centricity. How will this changes enhance customers' outcomes? So the people under one roof, now Flipkart will be offering A to Z. Then customers are more satisfied. With one surfing, with one login in one, everything they will get A to Z. This is the outcomes. Have you analyzed the market to see how sensitivity it is to move a greater customer centricity? They have to analyze the market. When they are analyzing the market, they have to first, what is the opportunities? What is the weakness? What are the challenges? What are the threats? So they have to analyze SWOT. First, studying the market. Once the market was analyzed, then how do those enhancements translate into tangible competitive advantages? What Amazon is offering, what Flipkart is offering in the groceries. That is the competitive advantages. Who is superior in the grocery? Increases the revenue as well as the profitabilities if it is they have the more competitive advantages. What are the main internal and external stakeholders who will need to be involved? Here, the internal, for example, Flipkart, internal stakeholders are the website and then the owners of the Flipkart and then the people, those who are associated with the Flipkart. What are the brand manufacturers associated with the Flipkart? They are also internal stakeholders. And then the external stakeholders are public, company, government, logistics and supplies, chain management. That, for example, they will be tied up with the e-cart. And then the law board, then the environmental. These are all the things will be coming under the external stakeholders. So the internal as well as the external has to be involved. Then what the scope of customer centric supply chain re-engineering project? So re-engineering is nothing but what is the present minuses, what are the weaknesses that has to be rectified, or they can go for the redesigning the entire process. That we may call as a re-engineering. So this will be a difficult question to answer, but it is important to involve analysts and stakeholders from across all areas of your business and key third parties you work within, including suppliers, manufacturers, logistics service providers. So the first steps in customer centric, define the needs of the customer. What is their needs? What is their wants? How the companies or supply chains going to be satisfy the customers? In what way? In what manner? In what aspects? Access to a complete range of building material from one place so they don't have to waste time going to a multiple suppliers. So if it is a construction companies, most of the construction companies, they will be giving A to Z. For an example, Asian Paints, once you make an order, ultimately they will come and then they will paint the entire things, then they will go also. Even for the housing arrangements after the painting, before painting, after painting, shifting the goods and the house, everything done by the paints. Once we have to make a call. So this is the way how they are satisfying the needs of the customer when if any house is going for a painting, then ultimately the Asian Paints nowadays doing excellent jobs to satisfy the customers. Then the ability to purchase the most innovative new building materials due to the demands of their customers. Then reliabilities in delivering materials to specific buildings sites so that tradesmen can complete constructions quickly and are not concerned by a lack of products. So Raheja is a construction company. They will be giving the full solution for the customer's expectations. So that's why in India they are the number one. Then common customer needs features, the product that all has functionalities and features that customer expects to make it fit for the purpose. Availability, the product should be available. The customer can get hold of sufficient quantities of the product exactly when they need it with the minimal delay. Variation, there is sufficient variability among different SKUs to meet stock holding unit to meet the customer exact use cases. Distribution, the product will be delivered to wherever the customer needs it. Quality, the product performs as expected and does not have any flaws or issues what they promised. Value, the product is priced appropriately for the value the customer will get from it, the money worth. Translate the customer need to supply chain process. Building product features that customer love. Integrate supply chain management with the product development team to get early sight of supply chain and manufacturing needs. Get early prototype from the manufacturer so that the product development team can test with the customers, get feedback and iterate. So normally when they are constructing a dam, when they are constructing an apartment, when they are constructing a village or global theme park or anything else, they have to make a model. With the prototype only they will check everything is feasibility with the prototype, then ultimately they go for the reality. So ultimately the simulation is required. So for everything, for the construction of a dam, for a planning for a traffic signal also, based on the signal only they can how they are erecting the signals in the four roads are meeting. So ultimately this area office will be more, that area this line will be a hospitals are there, this line schools are there, this line traffic is less, manufacturing industries are there. So when based on the four lines of the road meeting and juncture in that, so which area, which time, what time the traffic is more, maybe the school area morning the traffic will be more, that particular line means the school time will be 7:30 to 8:30 means the 7:30 to 8:30 the signal ideal time will be giving more. So like that where the traffic is very less, movement is very less, then ultimately the ideal time will be for the traffic signal will be very less seconds. See how they are making a simulation. Simulation is nothing but the imitation of reality. Everything if the prototype is functions well, then they'll go for the real things. Get early prototype from the manufacturer so the product development team can test with the customers, get feedback and iterate. Create availability so your customers never go without. So every organization they have to maintain the minimum stock availability in all the locations. Like Walmart, Colgate, Palmolive, already I told you how they are maintaining the logistics and supply chain and stock reorder level. Contract with the multiple logistics providers so you have various ways of shipping products depending on inventory level and customer demand. Amazon, they never have the warehouse. It is their vehicle will be 24/7 is shipping. Depends on the order, wherever they'll collect and then they'll deliver the goods. So the Amazon is creating availability so your customer never go without it. Build strong quantity targets into supplier and manufacturer agreement to ensure that they will be able to meet demand. Streamline the order management process to minimize time between the products, sales and restocks. Optimize fleet routing for flawless delivery to customer sites. For example, the optimized fleecing use AI, machine learning and mapping software to direct products where they need to be. Track product location using IoT devices so you can identify and resolve problems and bottlenecks quickly. So nowadays, use of AI, machine learning, IoT devices also easily they can able to find the tracking customers easily. They can give the consignment number, they'll track their products where it is. All the online retailing industries they are doing with the AI and machine learning. So nowadays the advanced e-tailoring also came also. So to make the routing flawless, now the e-tailing also asking franchise in different locations, e-tailoring also looking for the franchises different locations in different areas and different states also. This is the way they are optimizing. Provide value for money through quality and pricing. Monitor how your products are being stored and transported to ensure they arrive in good condition and are fit for purpose. Understand the various costs throughout your supply chain so you can price competitively while delivering the profit margins you need. So it maybe depends on the organization. For example, if you go for a pharma industry, they'll have the profit margin 30 to 80%. When you are going for the star hotel, they will have 80% profit. When you are going for the hotel, chain of hotels or motels, they'll have the profit will be at 30 70 percentages. It may be vary from organization to organization. So these are all the topics discussed today. The rest topic we will discuss in the next sessions. Thank you.